are gorgeous. So this is a piece of the beet that I from downstairs. I peeled them. I peeled the beet. Now you can use roasted beets if you like. Roasted, if you want to. I like raw beets. I like how they look. I like the crunch of them. And to prepare these, just get the end off. And this came with a bunch of greens, so I'll use those greens. I could actually chop those greens up and use them in the chili mac if I wanted to, if I was going to be like really earthy, but I'm not going to be tonight. But that's something that you can do. Beet greens are great. So this is I halved this beet, and now I'm just taking little, and then I took the end piece off where the greens were, and that gives me a nice flat surface for the beet, and I can just do very thin slices so I can have nice small matchsticks. Ma'am?
Is it peeled?
Yeah.
Or it's peeled?
It's peeled. I peeled it. I've peeled them. Like I said, there's actually some salad beets downstairs. The small beets that are already roasted. So if you don't like raw beets, or if you don't want to go through all this, you just get those roasted beets. But this is actually pretty simple. And the first time I did this, of course, I wasn't wearing gloves, and my hands are now a wonderful shade of bright blood red. So see, you get really thin little slices. I mean, what could not be healthy with something this color that you put in your body? I mean, it's just amazing. And of course, there's all different color beets that you can get. You go to the farmer's market, yellow ones, golden beets, just gorgeous. But that's a matchstick. So it's pretty simple, and this thin, nice and pretty. And this is a salad that's really better if it sits for just a little bit. So you can start this, you can do this salad in the early part of the day, and then just move on to the rest of your life, and then come back and serve it later. All right, so there's all these beautiful matchstick beets. That's just a little shallot that accidentally fell into the beets. But they're just going in there anyway. So. Okay, now nice apples. Now these are organic apples, and I've doubled this recipe.
I had to prove to my husband the 5 seeds you told us last time.
Yes.
He didn't believe me, and I had to prove it to him.
Did you have to prove it to yourself as well? You opened it up and went, oh look, she was right, 5 seeds.
I heard that before, but I really hadn't never, I don't doubt you.
Well, you could doubt away. I don't care. That's fine. The more you question, the better it makes me. I understand things better.
I did have to prove it to him.
It's kind of funny, isn't it? So we just do our apple slices, pretty thin. Now, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you saw I sliced the beets first, and now my apples, it doesn't matter what color they were, they're going to be red. They're going to be like a beet. And it doesn't matter because that's what it's going to look like anyway. But if you're really prissy about things, you're welcome to do the beet last. Doesn't really matter. It's all going to be kind of beet color anyway. But again, it depends on your beet. If you're using a golden beet, then it's going to be a totally different color. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so there's beets down there on the salad bar. They're canned beets, okay? So a couple of days ago, I was in the back house in the bakery deli, and I was getting ready to put some salads out in the signature case, and I looked down at one of the drains, and it was just like, it looked like a horror film. Down below the sink, you know, where the drain goes into the drain underneath, it's like blood coming down the drain. I went, oh, I said, is this Halloween? And little Mary, she said, no, that's the beets. And we went over and looked, and she had drained beets down the drain. And it was just like the most gosh awful thing I'd ever seen in my life. I mean, it's just like, it's very kind of weird. So you can freak kids out with beets. And evidently, deli workers. I like to use a bunch of different kinds of apples. So I've used Gala, I've used Granny Smith, and I've used, actually I used a Red Delicious as well this time. Again, all organic. Because apples are one of those things that, because you eat the flesh, you want them to be organic. I'll go ahead and start putting a little lemon juice on this. We're using our organic volcano lemon burst, a little lemon juice, so it doesn't turn brown before it turns red. This is actually one of my favorite salads, especially when you have a rich meal like what we're going to have. So you guys going to do anything fun for Thanksgiving? You going to stay home? You going away?
Going to my sister's.
That's nice. Where's your sister live? Oh, exotic, Knoxville.
I wish I could tell you. They always tell me, and I can't ever remember. I have Thanksgiving with somebody from the Midwest, and they order these big, they look like big tortillas, but they're very almost paper thin, and it's so.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. The potato kegs. Yeah.
But they roll up their turkey.
Lefska. Lefska, I think is what it's called.
And we have wild rice.
You know what? You said that last year. You told me about that last year, didn't
I
you?
can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it was Lefska. Lefske.
Oh, but Lefka.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that a type of pierogi or something?
It's flat. It's like a tortilla. It's like a pancake. It's like a potato
Real
pancake.
thin.
Yeah.
And
Not
they're
this.
so big that they usually cut them in two. And they roll up turkey and cranberry sauce. And we always have wild rice.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that last year.
And it's interesting because I grew up in the deep south, and that's not what you'd have in
No.
the deep south.
Okay, so I have 3 celery stalks cut pretty thin. This is a shallot that's been minced. Now, shallots are funny. They're a part of the onion family, and we use them a lot. Actually, they're very, very tasty, but they're small. You know what shallots look like? You guys know what shallots look like? Well, then. Let me show you. Find it. Dang it. All right, so they come in little purple bags like this. Let me check these real fast. Okay. All right, they come in downstairs. They're over where the garlic is and the potatoes are. And they come in little mesh bags. And they look like little onions. And that's a shallot. And they actually have a kind of like a purple tinge to them when you cut them. All right. So mild onions.
Like a garlic?
No, more like a mild onion. A very mild onion. Okay, so lemon juice, olive oil. They say 3 tablespoons of each. Lemon juice, olive oil, salt. Sea salt, I'm using sea salt. Pepper. Simple, simple salad. And then walnuts. Looks what?
Healthy.
It's very well. It's festive and it's tasty. More importantly, it's not like earth-shoe healthy. You know, it's actually very, very nice. I was talking to Jessica about this. Is what it looks like after it's been sitting for a while. I was talking to Jessica about this because she loved the salad. She thought it was just awesome. And I was talking to her about it. She said, you know, that would taste really, really, really good with blue cheese. I said, yeah. You know, because you got apples and you have walnuts and celery, almost like a Waldorf, except for the beets. And so if you sprinkle a little blue cheese on there, it'd just be like dynamite. These are the beet greens. So this you can either eat raw, you know, very thin, sliced raw, and make a salad green out of it, or you can eat them, heat them up in just like you would collards or anything like that. But they're very delicate. Tons of vitamin and minerals.